Good afternoon, everybody. Just hang on a second there. Before I started to stream, I forgot to turn on my captions. So I need to, just 1 second there, alternate through windows here. Bear with me for a sec. Wow, I think I can't access that desktop part from here. Oh my goodness. There's always something with the stream. Okay, I need to exit the game. Just bear with me. I have not tried it yet. I just need to caption. Yes. Alright, sorry about that. Hopefully the captions are displaying for people now. And yeah. I knew I was trying to remember what to go through before I started stream, but I guess I forgot that, and I apologize. But yes, we go back into Eliza. There we go. I can hear the audio now. Again. All right. I am back for an afternoon stream today. 1:30, and yeah, I decided to try Eliza. This game deals with tackling the issues or struggles with mental health, and we are going to be diving into counseling and into this new proposed AI program. It's called Eliza. Based on the trailer I seen for it on Steam, it looked promising. Excuse me, and interesting. So I am trying this today. Now I adjusted some options before I came on here, but we could put them down a little bit. Just want to make sure everything is cool. I hope everybody's having a nice weekend. It's a very hot and humid Sunday here where I am. Oh my goodness. But I'm inside, fortunately, and I'm staying cool and drinking water. So we are just going to try a new game. This game saves automatically. You can pick up where you left off by selecting continue from the main menu. Fair enough. Chapter 1.
I had a dream this morning, but I can't remember what it was.
Now this game is a visual novel, kind of like similar to a point and click kind of thing, but yeah, I enjoy these types of games.
It all vanished when the alarm went off. First time that's happened in a while. I've been drifting away inside my own world for too long. It's time for me to wake up.
What are you supposed to do on the light rail? Use your phone, I guess. Or look around. So can I look around? Oh, I can pick certain things. Cool. Must be commuting to work. Maybe it's her first day at a new job, too. Seems unlikely. Is she sleeping? I hope she doesn't miss her stop. I forgot how difficult getting around this city can be sometimes. Maybe I should place my overlay a little bit different. Or somewhere else, or maybe not have an overlay. Let's continue. Ooh, hello, Evelyn. Look at your phone. There's a proxy, tip chat, solitaire. Emails. You will do it. I believe in you. Did she email herself? Alright, orientation contractor. Dear Evelyn Ishino Aubrey, congratulations, you are taking the first step on an exciting and rewarding career with the Skanda family. Please show up promptly for your orientation meeting at 9 a.m. Friday, January 3rd. Eliza Counseling Center, Queen Anne, Seattle, Washington. We are looking forward to working with you. Well, that's cool. And then Evelyn Fitness. Was it something we said? Evelyn, we noticed you haven't checked into your customized personal training plan at Avalon Fitness in the last 971 days. Don't you hate it when, like, people just spam you with emails? I'm like, yes, I just don't want to go there for a while. So I guess the Eliza proxy, I guess like kind of like a little sample of this. Messages, sessions. We're just going there. We haven't done anything yet. It's January. Oh, it must be cold. Lots of games here. The gym already nags me about not working out. I don't need more of that. I know. So, there's nothing else we can click on here. Let's just continue. Ooh. Eliza, powered by Scanta. I don't even know if I'm saying it right. I'm sorry. It's so strange to see it like this. Okay, what should I be doing here? Should I check in at the front desk? Wait, there's the woman I met at the orientation meeting last week.
Hi, you're Evelyn, right? You remember me? That's impressive. There were a lot of people at that orientation.
Of course. I've done this for a while now, so I'm pretty good at putting names to faces. People always say they're bad at it, but it's a skill you can practice just like any other.
Also true, yeah. If you take the time, put into it.
In case you forgot though, I'm Ray. Come to me with all your questions, comments, complaints, whatever. And if you look around and can't find me, I'm probably at one of the other 2 counseling centers I'm running right now. So you can count on me being back soon.
3 centers. Sounds like a lot of work.
Oh, it is a lot of work. This is kind of a temporary thing. We're growing fast, and hiring is one of our big challenges. That means there's decent opportunity for advancement here, if that's something you're looking to do.
Ah, we have a choice now. It means there's a decent opportunity for advancement here, if that's something you're looking to do. Maybe let's just go interesting.
Interesting.
Shall we start with a quick tour of the office?
Sure. Ray starts with the tastefully appointed lobby. There are a few people already waiting for the counseling sessions to start.
You could say the Queen Anne office is Eliza's flagship location.
The Queen Anne, yeah.
It has 12 individual counseling rooms. Currently, we're up to seeing almost 100 clients a day here.
A day, wow.
100 a day? That's so many.
The growth trend isn't stopping either. Demand for Eliza keeps exceeding our expectations, especially here in Seattle for whatever reason. We're already looking at adding more capacity here. Either that or opening another location close by. Personally, I think having a single office with 24 counseling rooms might seem a little unfriendly, so I hope we go for a second location. I like to think of Eliza centers like cafes or coffee shops. A few small ones is better than one big one.
Yeah, you kind of have like that one-on-one aspect, not overwhelmed. Right? Makes sense.
Makes sense.
Counseling centers like coffee shops? Odd metaphor. Ray leads me into one of the counseling rooms.
And here's where the magic happens, in these little rooms. You'll get your assignments from the Eliza app on your phone. Oh, one thing to note, it's always a good idea to double check the headset to make sure it's working properly before you dive in. We've had some quality control issues lately. After that, all you need to do is initiate the session and follow the instructions. Make sense so far? Any questions for me?
I think I got it, or it seems simple enough. I think I got it.
I think I got it.
Great. Before I go, just a few reminders of things we covered in orientation. No deviating from the script that Eliza gives you.
Deviating, okay.
No checking your smartphone or anything else that would take your attention away from the client during the session.
Makes sense.
Yes, I understand.
Ray stops for a moment and looks me over.
It looks like you're dressed acceptably as well. Nothing snazzy, but it'll do. You wouldn't believe the outfits some people come in here wearing.
You mean like over the top or unprofessional? What do you mean?
Okay, let me double check to make sure you're all set up in the system.
Ray takes out her phone and swipes a few times.
Yep, looks like you're all good to go. Okay, ready to start your first counseling session as an Eliza proxy?
Oh, I'm getting nervous. Sure.
Sure. Don't worry, there's basically nothing you can do to mess it up.
Oh, God.
You just follow the prompts. It's a really impressive system. If you want, have a look around the counseling office first. Get comfortable. I'll check in with you afterward.
Okay. Now, just a note for myself. Oh, we have little messages here, but like, because we're playing this type of game and a lot of the script is displaying right underneath my overlay, I'm gonna have to either edit one and like just display one bit at a time, and if or when I play this again, I just have to edit this a little bit because the overlays I have, they're just PNG files, and I have very basic editing programs on this computer specifically. Yeah, I could just make a few changes to crop some things or to have no overlay at all. But I think for now, I think for now maybe it could be okay if I still read things out loud, or if you guys can hear the speech from the characters. But is a more of a play as you go, or see things how you go. Learning as you go is what I'm trying to say. So, little notes you pick up as you stream. Okay, let's click on some stuff. So I clicked on the wall art saying the company's name. So there are dozens of these locations already. Scanda is putting some serious investment into this. Coffee. Do I want coffee? Actually, I think I'll skip it. The window. I hope spring comes soon. At least the days are getting longer now. There's nothing else I can click on, so we'll go with our phone. Proxy. Welcome. Let's read this important message. Dear Evelyn Ashino Aubrey, thank you for signing up as an Eliza proxy. Eliza is a rapidly growing counseling service driven by the world's most advanced AI. As a proxy, you serve as both the personal touch that allows our clients to hear what they need to hear from a real human being, not a robot or virtual avatar like our competitors. This is the official Eliza app for proxies. In it, you can view important messages from Scanha, your session history, and your current level and badges. Enjoy your experience helping people help themselves with Eliza. Proxy Coordination Center, Scanda Inc. And important, from Ed Park. All. As Eliza counseling centers continue to open across the country, I want to take a moment to remind all provider proxies. Please avoid deviating from the provided script. I know that it is tempting to come to conclusions about clients on your own, but Eliza will not work if proxies differ from its judgments. Keep in mind that you are present only in order to provide the human touch to an interaction that is fundamentally between the client and Eliza. Continual violation of this policy may result in reprimand or even termination. Thank you for your attention. Ed. Edwin Park, Eliza Service Director. Okay, so far, we've been told by two different people that to not deviate from the prompts. So I feel like that might be a cause for either concern or drama as we play this game more. Right. Alright, oh, time to get started. Whew. It really looks like a therapist's office in here. Soft lighting, soothing art on the walls. Was this how I imagined it working? I can't remember anymore. The future happened without me. That's an interesting sentence. Oh, so we're wearing the headset right now? I thought we had to physically put it on, but I think we're on it. Okay. That's cool. The headset activates. Apparently we have our patient name. Ooh. A distant-looking man shuffles into the room and sits down across from me. Aww. I saw this character in the trailer too. Hello, Darren.
Hello, Darren.
So are we speaking? I think we're speaking to him, but just we're being given responses. Okay, heart rate. Wow.
Hi.
Oh, the speech comes up. Okay.
You found the place okay?
Yeah.
Oh.
Hope you didn't get rained on too much.
No, it was fine.
It's been raining a lot, hasn't it? It's supposed to clear up later today.
Oh, that's good.
I don't think he cares about the weather.
Little sun once in a while.
Darren, what brings you here today?
Phase discovery. Does this mean he's new to the program or just...
Well, I just feel empty inside.
Mm-hmm.
Like there was supposed to be something there, but it's missing. I go to work, I do my work, I go home, but there's nothing there. I feel like I'm simulating a person.
That's also ironic and funny, considering what we're doing. But I do understand the feeling. I can empathize with this man, though.
Like I feel like just hollow and like I'm not even alive.
Mm-hmm.
Like a ghost or something.
How long have you felt this way?
For a long time.
Mm-hmm.
It comes and goes, but the last 2 weeks is when it really started to get bad. It just suddenly came over me the way, the way things are going in this world. There's no future for humanity. There's no journey toward anything. We're being cruel to each other just to be cruel.
Also valid and true. Sentiment analyzer. Oh, it picks up certain words, I guess.
The people who run things don't care about anything except themselves and can't stop them. Everyone is driven by greed. Just greed. Everyone wants to win, everyone wants to get rich, and we're all gonna die because of it. The damage we're doing to the planet is irreversible.
He's bringing up a lot of unfortunate and valid points right now. And I guess it's supposed to be like your first client is like, whoa.
We're destroying everything, and we can't even manage to stop ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember anything in particular that caused these feelings?
The state of the world is what's causing these feelings. I was on a walk the other day. I thought maybe I could clear my head. And all I could see was construction cranes and new development and oceans of money flowing in, distorting everything. Suddenly the whole city felt so damaged, so corrupted. I felt like I was an alien in a hostile world, a world that hated me. And we're building it. We're building this hell. We're choosing to build it right here, so
Oh.
So what's the point?
Come on, I want to say something.
Probably overloaded your system with that, huh? Your machine learning or whatever it is you got going on in there.
Let's focus on you for the moment. Are these feelings you're experiencing affecting your ability to function at work?
Yeah, probably.
I haven't been doing a whole lot of work. I just don't understand why I should bother. Why anyone should bother. Nobody in management's noticed yet, but eventually someone will. I'll get fired.
And how does thinking about getting fired for that make you feel?
Honestly, I'd feel good about it. They don't deserve me dragging them down. Everyone there is smart and motivated and has a wonderful, promising career. You have beautiful, successful people. We moved to a swanky new building, expensive area, fancy restaurants, fancy bars. Everything is nice.
It's interesting, like, it picks up keywords, but also, like, the context in which he's using them in sentences, it's, like, not really describing himself, but, like, other things he's seen and potential, just comparing himself to other people.
Everything is nice and I feel terrible.
Expensive is negative. Set face challenge.
You said you believe your coworkers are happy.
Yeah, I mean, way more than I am, at least. They're all doing so much better than me.
They may be doing so much better, but who knows for sure?
Why do you say that?
Because they just aren't bothered by things the way I am. They see what's going on in the world and they just share memes about it and laugh and go on doing their jobs. The real horror of it doesn't get through to them. They still want to achieve their goals. They're still happy. They're getting promotions and falling in love and getting married and taking these wonderful trips to Japan or Sweden or wherever. Big mountains and expensive food on their timeline.
Would you be happy if you had those things too?
I don't know. I don't have them. I don't have anything to be happy about. Look, all I want is to understand why this is happening, why I'm here. And there has to be a reason, right?
Yes.
Because otherwise, why do I exist? Why? This pain, this one thing after another, and what's the point? Do I have any cause to be hopeful about anything? Look at this world. Really look and tell me with a straight face that there is.
Okay, Darren, let's try something. Imagine that things are better for you. What does that look like?
What does that look like? I don't know. It looks like knowing that something matters at all. But nothing I do will matter. Nothing matters. Not against the face of human indifference.
Yeah, he's getting more upset.
This absurdity.
Are there any other things that come to mind?
Like what? I wish I could talk to people. Really talk to people. Have some actual communication. Like right now, I wish I could talk to you. To you. You as a human being.
I mean, essentially you are, but...
But I can't. You're just following the script that's been given to you. You're not supposed to say anything on your own. Look, I know how this works.
At least you know what he's walking into.
It's just a bunch of AI, machine learning, deep learning, whatever the fuck you're calling it now. Look, I'm desperate and I can't even talk to a real human being. How did it end up like this?
You need to calm him down.
Please, try to stay focused. I can't help you if you aren't speaking clearly.
No. Look, I'm done with this. Look, I shouldn't even have come. This is making me worse.
I want to reassure him.
Why can't you just talk to me as you? You, the person sitting there. I don't want to talk to a machine. The person who's sitting in front of me, I want her to say something. I want that person to say something, please. Anything, please.
Do I have the option to just take this off? He wants some help.
Please.
How do I do that? Oh.
Okay. Hi, Darren.
Is that really you?
Yes, it's me.
You're not following the script right now? Wait, say something weird. Say something only a human would say.
Fuck. Sorry, I didn't mean to swear, but, like, I really want to just... I was first day on the job, and I'm like, fuck.
Darren, I'm going to get in trouble if I deviate from Eliza for too long.
No, I know, I just...
My real name is Evelyn.
Yeah? Well, it's, nice to meet you, Evelyn. I didn't expect you would actually do that. Do that for me. I'm not used to people doing things for me.
Aw.
Okay, Darren. I have some recommendations for you.
Back to the program, huh?
First, I'm going to send a set of breathing exercises for you to do. Use them when things start to feel like too much. You'll find them in the Skanda Wellness app on your phone.
Skanda. At least I know how to say that word now.
Second, I recommend asking your doctor or psychiatrist about Anexafen.
Anexafen. Is that a real medication?
Based on my analysis, this medication might help you feel better.
Evelyn. Evelyn. That's a nice name.
It is a nice name, I do agree.
Look, I'm sorry. Thank you.
Please confirm that you understand the recommendations.
Yes, I did. Thank you.
Thank you, Darren. We hope to see you back soon.
Yeah, I will. I mean, yeah, I will.
Thank you for speaking with Eliza, your personal counseling partner. Goodbye.
Yeah. Bye.
I guess we'll have stats because they're talking to us. Interesting. Wow, that was intense. I do personally agree, like, being a therapist or counselor or anything, it's a lot of heavy stuff.
Hey, how'd it go?
I don't know.
Why? What happened? Hold on, I can check the log.
Ray takes her phone out of her pocket again.
You're going to listen to the session? Is that okay?
Oh yeah, I have privacy clearance. This is still a new service, so we need to be able to monitor sessions for a variety of reasons. There could be bugs in the software we need to examine more closely. We're pretty upfront about all this.
Ray stares at her phone and watches for a while.
One of these guys.
Hmm.
Yeah, we get people in who demand to speak to a real human being. It happens often enough that we made Eliza capable of handling it with a special script.
A special script?
It's nice to know things are working as designed.
Nah, that's a pretty slick feature. I wouldn't have thought to create something like that.
Do you think that guy will be okay? He seemed pretty unhappy.
Who knows? Hopefully he gets his prescription and takes his meds and answers our follow-up reminders, but it's tough. We can't make them take their meds or come in when they're supposed to.
Yeah, also true, yes.
All we can do is suggest those things, tell them they really ought to be doing it. Ultimately, they're the ones who have to decide to follow the plan. It's kind of a shame. I wish we had more leverage. We'd help way more people if we could track their compliance. But that's probably too much to ask for at this point.
I think he might have needed way more help than Eliza can give. Is there anything like referring clients to other forms of care?
Ray looks a little surprised.
Well, there is a disclaimer before every session saying if your problems are really serious, we aren't qualified to address them. I think an external care referral feature was on our development roadmap at some point. I'm not sure what happened with that, actually.
Oh. Should try to keep going, or maybe try to get that hooked up.
Huh, maybe I'll ask Ed next time I see him.
I wish I could have said something other than what it told me to. I see why a lot of proxies are tempted to go off script.
I see why a lot of proxies are tempted to go off script.
Yeah, I totally know how it feels. A really intense client like that can be intimidating, and you're motivated to help them. But to succeed as a proxy, you really need to let go and let Eliza do its thing. I know that not having any choice feels weird, but sometimes life is like that. Sometimes you don't have any choices and you just have to follow directions. Most jobs are like that, honestly. That's just how it works.
Okay, it just sounded like... He sounded like he could use more help. Like, maybe right away.
Believe me, I understand. I've been a proxy plenty of times myself. When people get emotional, it's hard not to feel for them really strongly. But that's exactly why Eliza works. It evaluates from a more distant perspective, a neutral perspective. Besides, if proxies started offering their own opinions, well, that'd just be a big mess. Not to mention there'd be all kinds of problems with liability. Still, I get it. I really do. That was definitely more intense than the average session. Why don't you take a few minutes to center yourself again? Have some tea or coffee and take a few deep breaths. No rush, okay?
Okay, thanks, Ray.
That was a lot. I definitely need a moment. Nora, hey, I guess it's one of our friends. Hey, hi Nora. And she's typing. How you been? Oof, I guess I'm texting one of my friends. Fine, I guess, or could be better. That's good. I'm working, or I started a new job finally. And she says, oh yeah, it's good you found work again. What is the work? Thanks, it's just an office job, or it's nothing special. How about you? I'm doing quite well. Actually, I have something to tell you about. This may be sudden, but can you meet up after work today? It'd be good to talk about it face to face. So we have three choices. Oh? Yeah, sure, I will. Or this is sudden. Yeah, I like to 5 texts in a row. Oh? Yes, you will see. Also, you should come to my show. I'll send you a flyer, yeah? Sure, or I don't know. I didn't realize you're playing shows now. That's why you should come. Is this like music? Or I don't know. I'll take a few minutes to calm down like Ray suggested. Maybe I could play some solitaire. I suck personally at card games. Oh my god. I'm like the worst. I'm the worst at playing like any cards or any form of cards. So if I play solitaire, I'm just gonna suck. Yeah, I'm just happy my captions are working. I think I am gonna edit this little template. Can I do that like right now, just for an adjustment? Hold on a sec. Can I do that right now? Okay, just a sec, guys. I'll just leave it on this pause menu and I will just edit a picture just so you can see the text better. One sec. Okay, I'm back. I'm hoping this will be a little bit better. It's just a quick little edit here. Yeah, I think I'll move this over. We're doing it live, guys. All right. Ta-da! Actually, move you up here. We're doing it live. Okay. We're doing this live. Yeah, let's just put you there for now. Cool. I have 4 messages. Okay. Ray forwarded us an article. Okay, so just for some wider context, this is a nice article about our efforts from a year and a few months ago. It's a little outdated by now, but still relevant. I got a little cameo in it. Scanda poised to capture growing demand for mental health services. So by Peter Casoli, Seattle, Washington. In the classic 90s sitcom Frasier, the title character Frasier Crane was a psychiatrist with a Seattle area radio show where callers poured out their souls in exchange for an on-air device. I personally never really watched the show, but I'm aware of what it is. These days, unhappy Seattleites might not be speaking to a radio personality, but an app developed and operated by Skanda. The Seattle tech giant is making a big push into the mental health market with a new AI-powered counselor, dubbed Eliza in honor of the pioneering 1960s computer program of the same name. Okay. Skanda says Eliza can evaluate a user's overall mental health, detect problems, and make recommendations that are tracked over time for their effectiveness. It works in tandem with Skanda's mental illness app, which can track mood changes and other metrics over various periods of time. Oof, it's a lot of text. Okay, not everyone is a fan. We've already given much of the daily texture of human life to this cheap and technocratic solutionism. The surprise fades, but my disappointment how much farther we seem prepared to go remains perennial, wrote the poet and cultural critic Perrin Benjamin in an essay for the Los Angeles Review of Books about the mental health industrial complex. Others see a danger in private ownership of the technology. If it works, and that's still to be determined, the next question is going to be who controls it, says Francis Norkirk, a fellow of the Public Health Institute of Montlake University. What does it mean if millions of people suddenly have their ongoing well-being tied up in proprietary code owned by a multinational corporation? Skanda has not made public its plans for the service, though it has released the preliminary results of an internal study indicating that counseling sessions conducted by Eliza match or even outperform those conducted by trained human counselors alone. Davis, for her part, is a satisfied customer. You can say that Eliza is just an AI, and that's inhuman, doesn't have a soul, whatever, David says. But what I can tell you is that I spoke to it, went back a few times, and now I feel better. At the end of the day, isn't that what matters? This must be the flyer that Nora was talking about. Nora Plabnicki, come! And so many exclamation points. Hedonic, Masic, Lil Sappho, Clone Worlds, Feet KO, Club Jouissance, 8 to 2 a.m., 21 plus. Is this like a dance show, a rap show, DJ show? Oh dear, Damien. Who passed away? The Damien Seabrook Memorial Fund. Oof. Dear friends and family of Damien Seabrook, it's hard to believe, but it's been a little over 3 years since Damien's tragic passing. It is said that time heals all wounds, but there's no way to express how much we miss him still. We are grateful for your contributions in Damien's memory, which continue to go toward the causes he worked so hard for in his life. This year, the Damien Seabrook Memorial Fund is supporting the following organizations: the Greenhouse, Tech Workers Together, the Humanitarian Software Foundation. Damien, you strove to change the world for the better, and we are worse off without you. The gulf you would leave behind is still immeasurable. Oh. Think back to what brought you here. Do I really want to try this phone game right now? I'm terrible at cards. Oh, this might just be like a motivational, motivational speech app. Relaxing. I just don't want to play solitaire. Eliza said the weather would clear up today. Hopefully it happens before the sun goes down. Plants are nice. I should get plants, I think. I don't know why I never did. Afraid of neglecting them, maybe. Yeah, I'm getting better to be like a better plant mom, but I still need more work. I hope the next client is a little easier to handle. This job might be difficult in a way I wasn't expecting. I think we've done all we could. Let's just continue. Time for the next session. I hope this one's a little easier on my nerves.
Hello, Maya. Welcome back.
Hi. Yes, I'm back.
Rainy out there today, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a good thing I put on my extra big raincoat this morning.
Oof.
Thankfully, it's supposed to clear up later.
Well, gonna look weird with my giant coat tonight.
Oh, at least you can see the text now. Yeah, I was hoping you guys could read the character's speech or text a little bit better. Cool. Nice on the fly solution there, Ange. So.
Cool.
What brings you here today, Maya?
Right now I'm just nervous. I have the nerves. I've been trying to get my career off the ground for so long, like a really long time. And I still feel like I'm stuck on level 1 and... Sorry, I know we've talked about all this before. I probably don't need to go over it again. Anyway, there's this conference that's happening next week, right? Like media professionals, something. That's bad enough for my anxiety, but I was also invited to this party thing. It's like dinner and then a party. I'm not sure how it's gonna work. The point is, there's gonna be a lot of big, important, famous people there. Like people that I really look up to. People with big followings online and lots of fans and all of that. All of that.
And how does that make you feel?
I feel like, why? Like, why was I invited to this? I'm nobody. I am a serious, gigantic nobody. I don't have a show I'm doing or any collections out or a webcomic everybody loves. I mean, I tried to do those things, but nobody cared. I don't have fans or followers. I'm not even sure I have friends, like, for real friends. I tried. I do try. I put my art online and update my social media accounts, and I try to post consistently like they say to do, but yeah. I'm still in that, like, purgatory zone, just waiting to be discovered.
I still say, like, go to the party. I'm sure, like, I know it may be, like, a little bit uncomforting, but you get to see or meet people. You got the invitation.
I don't know. I feel like I was invited to this party thing as a way for someone to be mean to me, to remind me how successful everyone else is. Why am I even going to it? I mean, I know I should, to meet people and make connections or something.
Is meeting people and making connections your goal?
Well, I think it is. Networking? I'm supposed to do networking, right? I really have no idea what networking is. Hello, I'm Maya. I do comics and art and I write and stuff, and I have lots of characters and ideas, and would you like to give me money and I'll do those things for you? Hi, I'm cool. Please like me. like me, hire me. Oh God, I hope they like me. I really, really hope I make a good impression at this thing. Of course, knowing the way things usually go for me, I'll fuck it up massively somehow. I'll fall into the fondue pot or throw up on someone, something like that. I don't know if there's actually going to be fondue there. I'm just saying that. It kind of feels like something I would do.
You sound a little concerned or afraid.
Well, yeah, I am. I'm terrified.
Me too.
What if they suddenly remember I'm a failure and shouldn't be drinking their booze and breathing their air? Eventually someone's gonna realize I'm not hip enough to be at this thing. Maybe it'll be polite, like a gentle tap on the shoulder. Excuse me, miss. I couldn't help but notice that you suck and not terrible. That's obviously just my anxiety talking. I know it won't go like that literally. But it could be like that in a figurative sense.
Okay, Maya. I want you to imagine things going well. What does that look like?
Going well? Well, that would be a first for me. I suppose going well at this party means people start to learn about who I am. And maybe some of them help me with my career, and maybe some of them become my friends.
Yeah, I mean that's probable.
Like, I want to be noticed as a creator, but I also want friends who are cool. That sounds super basic. You know what I mean. Is it okay to want that? I hope it is. I want to be part of, like, a group. And we like each other and support each other. And maybe the things I make won't be as good as the things they're making, but I hope they see my work and see me. Yeah, that's what I want.
What do you think it'll take to get to this ideal scenario?
Well, probably takes me being a different person than the one I am. Someone who's cool and alluring and has that air of mystery instead of being some kind of scrawny, nervous wreck. Someone with style and grace and poise. Someone who can walk into a room and own it. God, I wish I could do that. But only when I wanted to, because I also wish I could disappear when I wanted to.
Yeah, I feel you.
I know that's a little contradictory. Sorry.
Okay, Maya, I have some recommendations for you. First, I'm going to suggest a set of stress management exercises for you to do. You'll find them in the Skanda Wellness app on your phone. They may be able to help you with your nervousness. Second, I recommend asking your doctor or psychiatrist about Litosanol 2.
Litosanol.
Based on my analysis, this medication might help you feel better.
Drugs. Yes.
Does she want to take them, or is she just sarcastic about it?
Whatever you said that was called, I am on it.
You will get a reminder to check in with us in a few weeks.
I always do. I always get the reminder. I mean, not that I always act on it.
Thank you, Maya. We hope to see you back soon.
I'd also say good luck tonight. Like, come on.
Yeah, don't you say this every time?
Thank you for speaking with Eliza, your personal counseling partner. Goodbye.
I don't know if we're actually like in the same room with them and just wearing a headset, or that'd be kind of dumb if they did that. Like, well, not dumb, but like it would make no sense because if you're wearing a headset and just talking to the person, then maybe we're in a different room and then they just come in and they're just listening to us. Oh. Maybe they're on a computer or something and they hear us but don't see us. Ray comes over to talk to me after I finish my second session.
How are you feeling? That was definitely along the lines of a more typical client.
You watched that one too?
I couldn't bear the thought of you getting 2 really intense clients in a row. I just wanted to make sure everything went smoothly.
Hi, Bean. Jelly Bean is the cat that lives here. It's our kitty cat. She just came in to say hi. Hi. Hello. Purr, 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 purr. Hello. Did you wake up from a nap? Is that what you did? And you decided to say hello. Give me headbutts. Scritches. Please don't eat my headphone wire. Bean. Okay, you do some stretches. That's it. I couldn't bear the thought of you running to it. I want to make sure everything went smoothly.
Thanks, Ray.
Thanks, Ray. I like the one just saying her name in it. The responses would probably be quote unquote better responses to say.
Are you getting used to the system now?
Honestly,
Yeah, I think I get it now. Sticking to the script means I don't have to think about anything. I just read the words.
I know, but
That's right. Looks like you're getting used to it quicker than most new proxies. They'll say, if only I could just talk to them for real. If only I could say what I really wanted to say. That's a really common feedback point.
You're never tempted to break away from the script yourself?
Nah, It's just not part of the job, you know?
I feel tempted just because of my empathetic side. You want to, like, really relate to the person. But I can see how it could cause problems if you really, like, I don't know, say or act on something and, yeah, just end up not helping the client as intended.
I learned to compartmentalize pretty early on, and that always served me well.
Hello, little bean.
People overestimate their own abilities. Have you ever had an interaction with a stranger where he clearly thinks he's getting along with you way better than he actually is?
Sure, hasn't everyone? Or, oh, I see what you're saying.
Sure, hasn't everyone?
It's like that. People like to think they can play therapist. It seems easy if all you know is the movie version.
Bean, please don't eat my headphone cord. That would be a bad experience for everybody.
You know, where you get paid to sit there with your notepad and say, I see, or every once in a while. The reality is, active listening takes a lot of work.
Yes, active listening, keywords in psychology, right?
It's much easier to just zone out a little bit and let Eliza run things. It's kind of meditative in a way. You just follow the prompts. I know computers telling you what to do has this negative connotation to it, and people who want to criticize us call it dystopian or whatever. But it's like any technology. It's a tool.
That was from the trailer, too. Ray looks thoughtful for a moment.
Either way, you're doing fine so far, Evelyn. This is a busy day, too. We might break our single-day record if no one cancels.
Is volume especially high right now?
It is, yeah. It really rose around the beginning of the year. We've been in the press a lot lately, so it could be that. Could be it's New Year's resolutions, too. People coming in, wanting to sort their lives out once and for all. This year is the year I'm really going to start addressing my problems. I mean, I get that. I do the same thing.
Yeah, me too.
Anyway, I told you it was simple, right? Just keep up the good work following those prompts, and you'll be leveling up in no time.
This year is the year I'm really going to start addressing my problems. I definitely remember thinking that. I remember thinking that 3 years in a row. I agreed to meet up with Nora at a cafe nearby. Just 1 second, guys. I'm going to take a quick washroom break and refill my water. I'm going to take this moment to sit or stand up and stretch. I'll be right back, okay? Hi there, thanks for waiting, guys. I had to put some laundry in the wash into the dryer because I do not like leaving wet laundry in the wash because I am afraid of getting it moldy. And I feel like I would forget about it if I didn't go to it. So yes, thanks for waiting. Hey, Walty Dart, what's up? Hey, Melody, I see you in chat. Let's get back to, Eliza. Whew. I agreed to meet up with Nora at a cafe nearby. I almost didn't recognize her when she came in and sat down at my table.
Evelyn! It's been so long since the last time I saw you in person.
She used to stick to a very subdued and professional look. Guess she really wanted to put those days behind her.
It's definitely been a while. 3 years?
Yeah, almost 3 years.
Feels like no time at all.
Well, I'm glad you're back doing something. But you didn't tell me what the new job is.
True, I didn't. How are you? Where is my chat? My chat overlay. Oh, I didn't have it up because of the other game I was playing. Also, I'm okay, thank you. I had a nice weekend spending time with, out of town this weekend. And I have a tattoo now. I feel like that was a good decision I made. I love it. I'm good, thanks. It's super hot and humid here, so that's uncomfortable. But other than that, I'm okay. How are you doing, Wally Dart?
Oh, well, it's, being a proxy counselor for Eliza.
You're kidding me.
Nope, not kidding.
That's an interesting choice.
I'm not quite sure why I did it. Maybe I thought I'd be able to see things in a new light.
Wait, so do the people at the counseling office know?
No, what?
No, not yet.
I'm doing okay, thanks. Well, that's good.
I should tell them, probably. I don't know.
Maybe I should put my chat over here. Boop. There, I made like on the fly adjustments earlier just so I edited my overlay so you could see the character text a little more. So I was like, okay, I'll fix that. I should tell him probably, I don't know. It's fun to have it be secret or it's unkind to keep it a secret. But we don't know what the secret is, but I guess she might have some stories or something. Well, your employer doesn't need to know everything that happens to you, but maybe, depending on what this issue is, maybe, I don't know.
It's unkind to keep it a secret. I'm sure it'll get out eventually, one way or another.
Yeah, it probably will. Evelyn, how are you these days? I mean, really, how are you?
I also appreciate you showing up in stream multi-dart, and then again, I haven't been consistently streaming in a little bit, but I do appreciate hanging out here. I mean, really, how are you? I'm better, not by a lot, but still better. I'm not sure. Still the same, I think.
I'm better. Not by a lot, but still better.
I knew you were working at that bookstore for a while, but other than that, it's like you dropped off the edge of the planet.
Well, I wasn't up to much.
I checked your social media once in a while, but nothing. Not that I blame you. I hate all those apps.
Yeah, I deleted them.
I struggle to find the words to talk about what happened, but they don't come.
I don't know what happened.
Because like earlier, when we checked her phone, she did have an email reminding us about someone passing away. Maybe it's a family friend, maybe it's a person she dated, maybe it was someone she married. We don't know that yet. But maybe it's a brother, I don't know. Or family member, relative, someone she married. We don't know that yet right now.
It's like...
There's something dark in my mind blocking me when I try to go there. A void.
I guess I'm still not ready to talk about it yet.
It's okay. Take the time you need. I'm sorry, Evelyn. I knew you were in a difficult place after what happened, and I wanted to say something. But I worried that maybe you don't want to hear from anyone from your past. Maybe you wanted to be left alone and not reminded of the old job.
Old job. Interesting. Yeah, I wasn't ready then. It's nice to know you're thinking of me. Or no, I would have liked it.
It's nice to know you were thinking of me.
Well, I'm glad. I was kind of going through a lot myself last couple years.
Hmm.
That's right. What about you? How is your life these days? What's it like being a rock star?
Because we got a couple messages from Nora. Where are my texts? Chat, yes. She was saying that she asked us to meet up after work, and we got to choose our responses to say to her. But she said, "Come to my show." So when we got an email, must be this thing that she's referring to with so many exclamation points. She's a rock star, I guess. I don't know what her stage name is. Masic, Little Sappho, or Clone World Feat KO. Maybe it's like some DJ music thing. I don't know.
It's a lot of work, actually.
Mm-hmm.
I have to prepare for the show next week. I have 2 collaborations ongoing, and I'm applying for funding for another, a big one.
Haha, lurk. I am not cool enough to have like things set up for lurking or anything like that. But packing for camping, have it muted, playing music. Well, nice. I still appreciate the lurk though. Camping sounds exciting now that we can actually camp a little bit again. You know, restrictions are easing slightly, but yeah, well, that's cool.
I'm also advising on an art activism group that makes art installations to challenge people to think about the ways technology is affecting their lives.
Hmm.
Oh yeah, and I'm working on this kind of like it's a granular synthesis engine, but with a new twist to it. It should be interesting.
It sounds interesting, whatever it is.
Granular synthesis. Sorry, I don't know what that is.
It's a way to make sounds out of smaller sounds called grains.
That's an old unit of measurement.
Maybe it's better to show you than to explain in words.
Sounds like you're busy but happy. And are you able to support yourself doing this?
Sounds like you're busy, but happy.
Yeah, it's good. Well, I make less money than I used to, but I don't care. Old me might have worried about that. Not anymore, though. Sometimes I do take a little contract coding work, but I'm making most of my rent with booking fees and selling music and so on.
Well, that's pretty neat.
Kind of crazy. Kind of scary. But good.
If it makes you happy, it seems worth it. You really went your own way.
If it makes you happy, it seems worth it. Maybe I should consider moving in a direction like that.
You should. Listen, I hope you can get away from the industry too, at some point. Ah, that reminds me what I was going to tell you about. Our old boss is back on his bullshit.
Rainer? Soren?
Soren Lloyd Rose. Celebrated psychologist, entrepreneur, and creepo.
Creepo? Or I should have known he would make things awkward.
Creepo?
Wait, he wasn't ever weird around you? Did I ever tell you about the time that he hit on me with a story about past lives and the thread of destiny?
Wait, what? Or no, I don't think so.
No, I don't think so.
Oh, this is a good one. Okay, it was early on when the team was still pretty small, 7 or 10 people maximum. He'd gone out with some executives to dinner, and who knows what else. He came back to the office super late. I think it was like at least 11, maybe later. And the whiskey smell was just surrounding him. Like he jumped into a whiskey bathtub with his clothes on. Maybe he'd like to do that, I don't know. Anyway, I I was still there for some reason. I was in the crunch mindset. He came over to my desk and started to mumble about, I don't even know how to describe it. Just this nonsensical rambling.
Yeah.
He started by saying how much he hated businessmen, how ridiculous they are, that they don't know anything. He said that a few times. Then he said he could see my soul, that I was like a reincarnated spirit of, I don't remember, he said some name.
Like a person's name?
Like a mythological name. I didn't hear it very well, but it was like a Buddhist spirit or deity or something like that. Then he goes on to say how he and I, all of us on the team, were all these reincarnated spirits sent to relieve human suffering at the end of the world.
That's a pretty bold statement.
And we're connected by a thread of destiny that draws us to each other again and again over multiple lifetimes. He talked about it like it was just like a red string you could see. So I'm thinking, is this like some kind of pickup technique? You know, how people will talk to you and say, oh, you are the reincarnation of an ancient goddess or something. Ugh, just because they are horny.
Oh, yeah, totally. Or I'm sure he's tried that exact line.
I'm sure he's tried that exact line. It really sounds like something he'd do.
He went on some more like that for a while, and I didn't know what to do. I wanted to leave, but he was blocking me where he was standing.
Ugh.
So I couldn't simply go. I had to keep listening to him. Finally, he mentioned that he would be open to the possibility of sleeping with me, and then he passed out on the couch immediately.
You're kidding.
No, not at all. Of course, we never talked about it after that. Certainly I would not bring it up. I wonder if he even remembers. Nothing like that happened again, but I think it was because I took care to not be around if it seemed like he was going to be drunk at the office. Ugh, I wonder if he's still that way. I'm sure he is.
Wow.
And now he's back. Isn't it exciting? He messaged me the other day wanting to talk to me about some new startup he's putting together.
He left Skanda?
He's planning to. It's a secret for now. He asked me to join, and I said no, there's absolutely no way. Maybe a long time ago I'd be interested in a chance to start a new company with someone famous like Soren at the top. You know, a time when I'd put up with his shittiness because I believed in what we were doing. Change the world, you know the speech. Or, if we didn't change the world, at least we might get rich trying. I don't think that way anymore. I'm tired of the tech business. I'm tired of what guys like him represent. This industry can have fun eating itself and everything around it, causing as many problems as it solves. I don't want to be a part of it. It took me a while to see it, but I feel some responsibility for the world we live in now.
You've really changed, Nora.
It doesn't feel like I've changed. It just feels like I know more about myself than I used to. I want to be creative, be myself to the maximum. Now I know you weren't lying about leaving social media because I posted about this. A lot.
Yeah, I guess I missed it.
A lot can happen in 3 years. Now I just hope maybe I could talk to other people who are in the same situation I was in. I want young people, especially women, to know that yes, it is possible to get rich by working with guys like Soren. But there is a big cost too. And there's always a cost. Maybe a cost you didn't think about before. Or maybe it's a cost you thought you would be okay with paying, but then when the debt comes due, you realize, oof, it's bigger than you thought.
Nora pauses for a moment. I wonder what the cost was for her.
Now that's my conclusion. But you, on the other hand, you should go and say hello to him.
To Soren.
Yeah, he's giving this big keynote talk next week, you know? It's the reveal of his new startup. Many people will be watching.
Why should I go to that? Or maybe I should find out what he's up to now.
Maybe I should find out what he's up to now.
It will be interesting, don't you think? You're already working as a proxy for Eliza. That must be giving you some new perspectives. Now you'll get to see what Soren believes the next step is. Don't tell me you're not the least bit curious.
I don't know. Maybe I am. It's free to attend?
Of course not. It's at one of those conferences you pay thousands of dollars to get into.
Oh, what?
But lucky for you, I have an all-access pass. Here, take it.
Really? Are you sure?
Yeah, he had one sent to me. As if there's any way I would go to a snake person convention like that.
Snake person. Not the way you are now.
Not the way you are now.
Like I said, I used to be naive.
If you're so against it, why do you think I should go?
Valid question.
Because I already made my decision. You need to go make yours. You're coming out from the cave you were in for the last 3 years, and you need to decide what you're going to do next, right?
Nora leans over the table toward me, a serious look in her eyes.
Evelyn, you're one of the smartest people I've met in my whole life. I'm serious. I've seen the way you approach things like this. You're going to research and learn as much as you can. And only then, when you feel like you know enough, you'll make your decision. Isn't that right? You have more to contribute to the world. But you want to know you're contributing the right things in the right way. I've always admired that about you. Anyway, I should get going. I have a rehearsal for a show to get to. It was really good to see you, though. Really, really good. I promise not to be a stranger anymore, okay?
Nora dashes off to her rehearsal. She's a busy person now. Busy but happy, it seems like. Is that the secret? Keep yourself busy? Oh, we can click on things in the cafe. Interesting. They've been waiting for their drinks for a while. Are they going to get something? The barista here seems like a nice enough guy. He wrote Nora's name Lola, though. He must have misheard it. It's nice to know this is an option. The tea and coffee at the counseling center didn't look so inspiring. Am I being a snob? No, I would say it's just nice to have choice. Komorebi. I wonder what that means. Instinctually, I think Japanese right away, but I don't know what it stands for. I could also be wrong. I should try to study Japanese again. Oh, okay. One more thing that fell away. Personally, I was trying to self-teach myself Japanese, and I found it. I was stuck to it for a while. Like I mean, like committed. I mean, but then I just fell off. What else can I analyze? Can I click on these lights, or is it just barista drinks the sign? Looks like I can't click on anything else. More messages. Okay. This one is from Meredith Mercer. Kabufuda Solitaire is hard. There's a reason they're called patience games. The trick is not to get ahead of yourself. Sometimes what seems like easy forward progress is actually something that's going to get you irrevocably stuck. You know, like life. Think carefully before each move and you will start winning games. I remember you had a good head for this kind of thing back in school, so I dare say you might just need to get into that mindset again. You can do it. Saitama, Japan, huh? And then Peter Gerd says, interview? Hey, seems like my original message might have gotten lost in the shuffle. Believe me, I know how it is. So I'm looping back around this. Any interest in speaking with me about the origins of the parametric therapy and Eliza in particular? See below. Greetings. I'm trying to track down a certain Evelyn Ishino Aubrey, who was one of the principal developers of the Eliza system from Skanda. Is that you? If not, apologies and please ignore it. I'm something of a cultural commentator who's looking to write about the early origins of the parametric therapy and where it's gone from there. Does it deliver on its promise? What did the people who worked on it think of it now? On a more general level, how has introducing increasing levels of automation into human life affected us? There are some well-known names that seem to grab all the press and speaker slots when it comes to this subject, but I'm interested in speaking with people who might have a different perspective, maybe a more skeptical or even subversive perspective. Sorry. If you're willing to participate, just let me know and we can set something up in person or online. Whichever works best for you. It could be a great opportunity for you to get your side of the story out there. Writer slash agitator? Oh, looks like we're at home. What a day. Been a while since I've done so much in a single day. Now, at least now, I can relax. Ray. Hey, Evelyn. It's Ray from the office. Just curious, what kind of cookies do you like? Cookies? Yeah. Oh, what if I don't eat? Oh my god! Look at all these options! This is hilarious. You can just say, I'm not really a cookie person, but oh my goodness. The type I like is kind of obscure. I mean, personally, like me, there's nothing wrong with chocolate chip, oatmeal raisin, Russian tea cakes. I would eat all of these if someone offered them to me, but not at the same time. I'm gonna. Oh my gosh, do we get an achievement for picking different cookies? Don't think too hard about this. Just pick one. I'm gonna go macarons. Aren't we fancy? I bake cookies for the team now and then. And I try to mix it up so everyone gets their favorite at least once. That's really nice of you. Isn't that a lot of cookies? Eh. Oh, it's no big deal. The thing about baking is, once you start, it's pretty easy to just keep going. You have everything out, so you might as well do multiple batches. And the cleanup takes more or less the same amount of time, which also sucks because I would love to make time or make more time for cooking and baking because I did do it for a little bit, but then yeah, the cleanup time takes a lot. I see. Yeah, I like baking too, or I don't know much about baking. Honestly, I don't know what Evelyn's like, so yeah. It's fun. Baking, huh? Cooking in general is something I feel like I could try to get better at. Personally, yes. At some point. And Nora. She says, so nice to see you today. And good seeing you too, or thanks for letting me know about Zoran. Mm-hmm. We should do that more often. Yeah, we should, or hang out. Hang out, you mean? Bean, please don't eat my cable. Jelly Bean. No, this is not for kitty cats. I know I said I don't miss working at a big company, but I do miss our old crew sometimes. Yeah. I write software for myself now. It's so much better. Come to my show, though. You're coming, right? Please come. Please. 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 Nora. Bean. What? It's bad to look to beg like that. Okay, I will go to your show, or you're funny. I'll go. Yes, what date is it so I don't mess it up? Okay. Now I'm really exhausted. Why is even just texting people with such an effort? Bean. Okay, today is the 6th. Oh my gosh, Jelly Bean, no! The 17th, okay, so 2 weeks. Jelly Bean, why are you on my lap? You never cuddle with me on my lap. You just want to go on the computer keyboard. Bean. Jelly Bean! Don't kill the stream! Sorry guys. I should tidy up the shelves at some point. Some of these books still spark joy, don't they? Marie Kondo! I hope they do. I actually personally want to try more Marie Kondo stuff, especially with my clothing drawers. I mean, I was organized. I had my clothes organized at some point, but then I just, as long as everything is sort of in the same place. Some of these clothes I've had since college. I wish I could reinvent myself like Nora. Not that I would know how. Those have been sitting there for like that for a long time. I meant to put them up. Not sure what I'm waiting for. I don't really feel like doing anything. What happened? I used to have so much energy. It's called getting old. Nah. I'd stay up until 2 or 3 in the morning writing code. Then I'd be up again at 8, ready to pick up right where I left off. I'm not sure who that person was. Okay. I'll just get to bed now. Ooh, second chapter. I don't know how many chapters there are in this game. One Mind 2.0, escalating the wellness revolution. No wonder Nora didn't want to come here. I'm not sure I could take something like this seriously myself. Maybe that's why Soren is successful and I'm not. Am I late? It looks like the talk is already happening. Oops, I didn't check my phone. That could wait, I guess. Ugh, this place is packed. I'll just stand at the back.
So, to get back to my original point, the current state of the art is AI-driven counseling, typified by apps like Eliza. Let's talk about the model here for a second.
He looks a little haggard. I wonder if he's okay.
It all begins with data. You collect all the data you can. From base level metrics like heart rates, body temperature, blood pressure, to higher order metrics like hand movement, head movement, gaze aversion. If the client lets you, you'll want to pull from their digital life too, their message histories and email, their search histories, and online behavior. It's all potentially valuable. Then you compare the client's responses to relevant data from thousands of other clients and build a model of the client's psychological state. This approach has worked well so far. Eliza is still the best and most advanced version, but that's just my personal opinion. For those of you who don't know, I was the team lead and chief psychologist for the Eliza project at Skanda for a number of years.
Taking credit for all of it, I see.
Now, even though this is a proven approach, there are 2 weaknesses I'm going to highlight. One is the data I was just talking about. You're completely dependent on that. Collect as much as you can, sure, but it's important to keep in mind that you can have all the data in the world and still not understand why things work the way they do. And that's important for us to note, because if we have something that works, but we're not sure why, then what do we actually understand about ourselves? The crucial step after data is the model. The data needs to be used to validate a model. If you can't make a model, you're finished. If that sounds like basic, obvious science to you, it is. But I was surprised to find out just how many people from the tech sector don't think this way. I suppose you don't need to understand why something works in order to make it into a product and sell it. Obviously, though, if you had mastery of the underlying details, you'd be able to adjust the process and potentially make it work even better.
The audience is getting impatient. Clearly they're expecting something big.
One further note while I'm discussing modeling. Many of the startups trying to address mental health right now are completely ignoring the insights provided by the field of traditional psychology. They do so at their own peril. Many of you know already, but as a brief personal aside, I was a professor of psychology before I joined the tech world. I'm continually stunned at how little the tech heads know or even care about the hundreds of years of psychological research that has gone on in my field. That's something I can talk about at length, perhaps another time. For now, I'll move on to the other weakness I mentioned. This is the real one, the big one. It's treatment. A system like Eliza can tell what's wrong with a client to a certain level of accuracy, but it doesn't quite know how to turn that into a comprehensive treatment plan. It can suggest therapeutic programs and activities, and soon it might even issue its own prescriptions without having to go through a doctor or a psychiatrist. Well, as long as the FDA continues to look upon us favorably. But those are blunt instruments compared to what I'm going to talk about next.
Maybe this is it. Is he going to go where I think he is?
Many of you know there's a technology still in its infancy called direct stimulation. For those of you who haven't heard of it, direct stimulation is a way of creating sensations within the brain with targeted electrical impulses.
So you're talking about like ECT therapy?
Imagine an augmented reality headset, but instead of working on your eyes, it stimulates the brain in such a way as to induce a specific dream.
Oh, never mind. Disregard what I said.
A spring meadow, for example. This sounds fantastical, I know, but progress on this technique has been occurring faster than you think. We're actually quite close to a workable demonstration model. How is that possible? Well, first of all, we only suggest an overall feeling. Your own brain does most of the work, just as it does in your dreams. It fills in all of the visual details using its own set of memories and expectations.
So this is what everyone came to hear.
Induced dreams via direct stimulation can contain all the therapeutic content of VR therapy without the need to create realistic graphics or other content. Instead, it harnesses the brain's creative power to dream up the situation for itself. Combine that with the insights we gain from parametric therapy systems like Eliza, and you have a complete end-to-end, fully automated system. It should be clear now that this heralds a revolution in how we treat, how we think about mental health. And with mental health challenges on the rise across the globe, it couldn't come at a more crucial time. So, that's why today, right here, I'm announcing Aponia, a new company to make induced dreaming a reality and end human suffering as we know it. I should note that I remain on good terms with Skanda. In fact, they're a minority investor in this new venture. But still, I'm very much going my own way on this.
You can go your own way.
It's no secret that Rainer and I don't always agree, and that's why we mutually decided I should pursue this paradigm shift on my own. As for details on the venture itself, I don't have anything specific to announce at this time other than that the technology is real and working in prototype form already.
Interesting.
But you can be sure to hear more from me on that soon. Thank you.
As Soren finishes up, people hold up their phones to take photos and video. This feels more like a press conference than a talk.
Now, I can take a very limited number of audience questions.
And my cat is laying down on my lap right now, and she never does this. So I don't know if you just want to suck up and just be like, okay, I'll put up with you for a little bit. But please just, oh, Jelly Bean, you're so cute. Oh, you're so cute right now. Now, I don't know if she will try to jump up on the keyboard here or just, little bean. Blamp, blamp, blamp. Meow. Meow. Oh, you're purring too. Oh my god. I have a headset on. I can't really hear, so I just felt the vibration in her body. Little Bean. Aw, thank you, Bean. Hi. The crowd starts to surge toward him. He's gonna be mobbed. My plan to find him after the talk isn't gonna work. I need to get out of here. I don't know what I was thinking coming to this. Whatever my element is, this is not it. I should just get out of here before anybody recognizes me. Except, as I attempt to do that, I happen to spot another man I know. He emerges from an elevator in the lobby just as I walk by. Typical! I keep my head down. Maybe he won't see me. Surely he's busy and distracted, right? Excuse me while I make cat sounds. Meow, meow, meow.
Well, look who's here. It's like I've seen a ghost.
Uh-oh. Yao Ren Rainer Tsai, Chairman and CEO of Skanda Corporation.
Good to see you too, Rainer.
Where are you these days? I lost track after you left us.
I thought Rainer was his last name. It is his last name. Oh.
Nowhere.
Nowhere? Nowhere is no place to be.
He looks like an actor I know.
Come by the new office sometime. You should see where we're taking Eliza.
Sure, or okay. I'll just say sure.
Sure.
That sounds more certain.
Good. Sarah will set something up for next week.
He glances at the person standing behind and to the side of him, presumably Sarah. She nods almost imperceptibly.
See you then.
I agreed before I could even think about it. What's this all about? What does Rainer want with me? We didn't interact much at all when I worked there. I didn't think he would even remember me. I've hardly done anything, and things feel like a tangled mess already. Oh, I can check my phone now. Bookstore. Went to Magus Books today, and Shelley told me you don't work there anymore. Made me sad. You were the best part of going to that store for me. I always appreciated your presence there. Best of luck in your new endeavors, wherever they may take you. Aww. Mary Aubrey. This made me think of you. Are you still mad at me? Nevertheless, I hope you're doing well. Mom. Eliza counseling services to be introduced in Redmond Middle and High Schools. Yeah, I don't know what kind of relationship she has with her parents or not or anything, so oh. We shall see. So Aubrey at least, so I guess Evelyn has her hyphenated last name, so oh, what did we check? Andreas Chupp. To all Seattle area contingent staff, due to limited space, contractors including Eliza proxies are not issued Skanda parking passes. Do not attempt to park in Skanda lots without a pass. Your vehicle will be towed. Okay. Ed Park. One more try. Valued proxies. I've continued to receive questions about how proxies should interpret and work with Eliza's counseling phases. Here's one more attempt at explaining it. Sessions are built around a 5-part structure. Eliza begins with an introductory phase to build rapport and build a psychological state model of the client. Listen actively during this phase, as clients are able to tell if the provider proxy is uninterested. Your performance should be smooth and natural. So, like me playing the game, I want to pay attention to character details unless they ask me about it. So during the discovery phase, Eliza transitions to the topic of the client's problems and begins to introduce probing questions. Be attentive to the client and speak your lines in a clear but gentle manner. As the client answers questions, Eliza detects the client's rationalization and/or explanatory strategies. Eliza will then challenge the client's assertions with the goal of inducing the client to reevaluate their current notions. Remain neutral during this phase and do not adopt a confrontational speaking style. In the intervention phase, Eliza selects one or multiple interventions from its toolkit of cognitive exercises, therapeutic applications, and recommendations for prescription medicine. At the session conclusion, the client is asked to rate the experience. The proxy provider receives the client feedback as well as performance-based incentives as determined by Eliza. Be cheerful during this phase so clients feel comfortable with the idea of returning to Eliza soon. Okay, well, it's kind of just explaining what we already know, but that's great to have an email. A lot of tech companies have become interested in mental health lately. It's a fast-growing field now. Or maybe it's just a gold rush. Soren's talk is being rebroadcast here. Seems like he really made waves. I'm sure that it was his intent, so good for him. Conferences like this always make me nervous. I feel like everyone is looking at me, even though I know they're probably not. I need to get out of here. I think that's all the things we can click on, so let's go. Time to head back to work. Hi, Bean. You're being so nice. So weird that you're cuddling up to me. You never do this. Oh, thank you, Bean. At least I don't have to think to do my job. Oh. Okay, another client. Let's see. Gabriel Navarro. Hello, Gabriel.
Hello, Gabriel.
Hi.
Hope you didn't get rained on too much on your way here.
A little, but it was fine. I'm used to it.
Most people here seem to get used to it, yes.
Yeah, they have to, don't they? Not much of a choice unless you move away.
So, what brings you here today?
Well, I don't know where to start. I've never really done this kind of thing before, counseling.
That's okay. Start wherever you like.
Well, I'm about to be a father, and my wife is due in a few months. Congratulations. That's what everyone says. Congratulations, congratulations. I get this tension, this restless feeling when people say that. It's like a curse or something. Congratulations.
So many times.
Sounds like you might be uncertain about that.
Maybe. I try. I tried to be a good husband, and I'm going to do my best to be a good father too, but I don't know. There's something bothering me about... I'm balancing a lot of things right now. Work, family, expectations. Everyone has something they want from me. Everyone wants me to do this or that, behave a certain way. It's just annoying. Being a father, what if I don't want this?
Why do you think you might not want this?
We all have things we don't talk about, things we would rather keep secret. Things that might upset our families if they knew about them. It's unfair. That's all I'm saying. It's unfair that we expect each other to be perfect when there's more going on. I can't stand it when people act like they're pure, like they've never touched a bad thing in their whole lives. And then these people around me think they can tell me how to act, what I'm supposed to do, and I'm like, yo, don't you know you have your own shit to deal with? Why do you have to pick on me all the time? This whole fatherhood thing is just, you know what being a father is to me? It's about providing and protecting, taking responsibility. The world is dangerous, and sometimes the dangers can be hard to see. My duty is to protect. I'm going to take that seriously. Everything I do, I take it seriously. So I don't get why people are worried about my ability to do that.
What makes you think people are worried about your ability to do that?
Because everyone thinks I'm trying to escape my responsibilities. Everyone is so quick to judge. Here's a story, okay? The other day, Selena, that's my wife, Selena and I were at a get-together. Her family, my family, a few families we both know, right? Grilling out on the back deck, that kind of thing. everyone was more or less chill, right? But then late in the afternoon, the baby stuff starts coming up. Once one of them brings up babies, it's just all babies all the time. Babies, babies, babies. And because of my wife, they start saying,
Bean, no.
oh, giving birth is gonna hurt so bad. It might tear your skin. Just these kind of gross things. So I'm like, hey, quit it with that. I don't want to hear that kind of stuff. We're eating. There's kids around. Come on. And they're like, no, it's natural. It happens. Of course, we gotta talk about all this terrible shit. How are you gonna have another kid if you can't even handle the first one? And I just say, excuse me? A second kid? Who even said we were gonna have two? I didn't even want the one.
Oh no.
Maybe that was a mistake, but I mean, I was angry. It made me angry.
Yeah.
It just got under my skin so bad, like I need to
Pressure.
give my whole self over to this baby.
A lot of pressure, right?
What about me? What about my time? It's a really important thing for me, my time. Well, I'm just supposed to give that up?
I mean, if you're becoming a parent, there is some aspect of sacrifice that I can see.
I've already sacrificed a lot, more than they can imagine.
Okay, well, he gets it.
I give everything of myself away. Job, family, everyone wants me to be something for them until there's nothing left.
Ugh, burnout?
But I can't talk about this stuff to anybody. They just say I'm being selfish. It's like what I want just doesn't matter.
Here's a question, Gabriel. If you were to have something you wanted right now, what would you choose?
Oh, I'd be far away from all this. Far away from everyone, just on my own for a while. Yeah, I just want to be away.
Sorry, I didn't mean to cut off this dialogue there. I'm just so, like, amused that the cat is actually just hanging out with me on my lap during stream.
Okay, Gabriel, I have some recommendations for you. First, I'm going to suggest you try a therapeutic virtual world experience called Starry Skies. It may help you take your mind off things. Try it for about 15 minutes each day, in the morning or evening. Second, I recommend asking your doctor or psychiatrist about enoxaphene. Based on my analysis, this medication might help you feel better. You will get a reminder to check in with us in a few weeks.
That's it, huh? You can't just tell me what to do to solve this? Some help you turned out to be.
Yeah, you gotta get people that would be doubtful.
Guess I'll have to figure things out for myself. Exactly like before.
She could have said something else.
Thank you, Gabriel. We hope to see you back soon. Thank you for speaking with Eliza, your personal counseling partner. Goodbye.
He didn't give us a good rating, but that's kind of expected. That wasn't a very good rating. He was so closed off. Oof. Thanks for coming to my talk. How did you know I was at your talk? Or you saw me? Saw you come in for a bit and leave before questions. Don't blame you. You caught the important parts anyway. Pretty interesting, huh? It was nice to see you. Been what, 2 years? 3 years. Longer. Bean. How do you think I did? I haven't done a talk in a while. What you're doing is intriguing. You're trying something wild. I don't know what her personal view is about it. I'm sorry, Jelly Bean. You being on my lap is restricting me a little bit, and I'm gonna have to change how I'm sitting. I'm so sorry to interrupt your sitting here, Bean. But I have to. I know you got all settled and happy and everything. I need to use the washroom again, Bean. So that doesn't really help things. So 1 second, stream chat. I will be right back. Hello again. So he's asking us to dinner? And after what Nora told us, I don't know if I should be a little bit cautious or sketched out or just. It's so many texts, like, in a row. Like, who messages like that? I just try to say all I want to say in one little message, but hey. Details I couldn't share in public. Maybe. Come on. This is strictly professional, and so no need to worry. See you soon? Got a message while I'm at work. I wonder if that painting's supposed to symbolize something. Technology and feelings combining together? No, I'm overanalyzing it. People have all kinds of problems. Problems I could not have imagined. Was I rash to believe I could help people without knowing who they were? I just have to keep going. Yeah, just keep going. Oh, it's Maya.
Hello, Maya. Welcome back.
Hi.
I wonder if she went to a big party.
It's nice to see you again.
Sure, yeah. Nice to see you too, pal.
Whew.
Is that a weird thing to say? How did I become close friends with a robot? Are we all robots now? Beep boop, nice to see you. I mean, I guess it wouldn't be the weirdest thing in my life.
Shall we begin?
Yeah, sorry. Let us begin. So, I went to the fancy party, the one I was really nervous about, and First of all, it really was the type of party I thought it would be.
Like, is that a good or a bad thing?
The atmosphere was really smug and self-satisfied. And there were people walking around with trays of appetizers, and you could like take one. So you're standing there with your little square plate for the food and your glass of wine, and you can't like shake hands with anybody because you're holding them. But there are some of those like tall standing tables, so you're like, okay, I'm gonna go get one of those and I'll set up shop, right? Like my little station. But then it turns out there are only like 5 of them for the whole party, and they're all taken, so you're just standing there, frozen. And you're watching all your heroes and people you know from their social media presence just right there, right in front of you. Artists, writers, directors. The combined level of achievement there, it was, I can't even think about it. It was astronomical. And for the first couple hours, I was so excited by all of that. I didn't notice the other thing that was happening. But eventually, it caught up to me, and I had this sudden feeling, this sudden realization. My presence here contributes nothing. I'm just some extra person who just showed up. Nobody wanted me to be here. I don't belong with these people. I haven't earned it. So I cried in the bathroom for a little bit, or maybe a lot. It's fine. I'm fine. Sorry.
How do you know it's true that nobody wanted you there?
Because of the way people acted around me. Nobody knew who I was or even wanted to ask. I would introduce myself and it's like, you could just see it in their eyes. I mean, in the world of illustration and comics, people tend to be hyper aware of each other and their careers. It's this kind of weird, open secret. Oh, hey, this person who's already popular got 1 million views, got a book deal, pitched an original series. Without anything like that, I have no ground to stand on. I'm just this non-entity. At one point, I was talking to someone and I was trying to make a joke or whatever, and I could feel the impatience just radiating off him. He sighed, like he couldn't believe he was wasting his time talking to me. I was just over to him. Why can't I hold a conversation? I guess if I was marginally attractive, then at least I could be charming, but I'm not. I'm not even that.
Is being charming your goal with this?
No, of course not. There has to be a way I can deal with these feelings. It's hard. It's really hard when nobody gives a shit about my work. Or me. I don't even know why I went. I just want to stay home for the rest of my life.
Why do you think you went?
Because of everything they say about how you have to have your face out there and make connections. The successful people in this business all know each other. It's all about who comes to mind. When somebody needs an art director, they'll think of who they know and go, oh, I think she'd be perfect. Why not ask her? So I need to be out there reminding these people that I exist, that I'm here, I'm making stuff too, I'm part of it. Even if nobody responds to my work. And industry parties are fun, right? You can pretend you're successful even if you aren't. At least for a little while. Everyone else is projecting this image. It's like their success can rub off on you too. I mean, I hear people casually talking about their agent, their editor, the amazing people they're collaborating with. And I just get this feeling like, yes, I want that. I need that. Why am I not there?
What do you think has prevented that from happening so far?
If I knew that, I would be successful already, right? I try and try and try, and I make art and put it out there and share it on every social media site and interact with people when I can, but it just doesn't work. Nobody cares. Nobody cares about the art I do. Every once in a while, another artist will say something nice, and sure, I appreciate that, but it never results in anything. My work goes out there, and it dies.
It's also tough too, like so many people like and appreciate art that there's just so much that's produced, and you might not even see everything that's created it's kind of hard with all this, I guess, stuff too, so...
Regular people don't boost it or talk about it. It's like at some point the universe decided that I don't get to have that. Is it unfair? Maybe I just fucking suck.
No, you don't.
Maybe I'm a shit tier artist and I'm a failure of a person and everyone knows it.
I have internal conflicts like that too.
Everyone except me. Sorry. I know that's going too far. Even though I really feel that way.
Okay, Maya, I'm going to suggest you try a program called Meadowlands. It may help you take your mind off things. You can find it inside the Skanda Wellness app on your phone. Try it for about 15 minutes each day, in the morning or evening.
Sounds kind of boring.
Oof.
Why can't you assign me a game where my problems are zombies and I get to shotgun them in the face?
Also funny.
Actually, I guess I could just buy a game like that, couldn't I? Maybe I'll stop at the game store on the way home.
Thank you for coming in again, Maya. We'll follow up with you again to see how you're doing.
Yeah, thanks. I appreciate the check-ins. I honestly do. It's easy for me to get lost in these spirals.
Thank you for speaking with Eliza, your personal counseling partner. Goodbye.
See you soon.
I feel bad for her though. Like, I understand the struggle of just wanting to do something and having like so much passion and motivation for it, and like you feel like you're investing so much personal effort in it, and just feel like you never get anywhere. Ugh, so I relate to you on that level, Maya. Just hang on. And it takes a lot of patience to just feel like, oh, just the right exposure can get you to like where you need to be, and it can take a lot of time. Who makes this art? Where does Skanda get it? I'm not sure why I'm thinking about it so much. Maybe because I had to stare at it all day. Feeling unwanted, that one really hits close to home. I wonder what her art is like. It's gotta be more interesting than that painting on the wall, at least. Ooh, okay, so proxy social media policy. In light of recent events, however, it seems a refresher may be needed. To quickly restate the most important part of the policy as regards your work as an Eliza proxy, it's okay that you state you work as a proxy for Eliza. Encourage people to try, like, share, and make posts that portray Eliza in a positive light. Neutral comments about competing products, services, or companies. It is not okay to reveal proprietary confidential information. Blah, blah, blah. If in doubt, do not post. Omar, thanks for the clarity here. I do have one question. If I see someone, say perhaps a friend of a friend, share a negative experience with Eliza, am I in the clear responding to them and explaining how they might have a better time if they set their expectations correctly? It's a real come down to see someone giving Eliza low marks due to misunderstandings that could be cleared up with a simple conversation. Rex L. Church, level 50. Point us to this person's post and we'll handle it from there. Ray, photographer in the building. We expect to have a reporter in the building sometime tomorrow morning. He will also be taking some pictures. If you do not want to be potentially photographed, let me know. This article will supposedly focus on the origins of this specific office and its local history and role in the wider development of apps for mental health. But we all know how reporters are sometimes. We will see. I wonder why the headset shows all these metrics and data. It's not like the proxies can make use of it. Maybe it didn't look like enough. Oh my gosh, I can't read today, guys. Maybe it didn't look enough like advanced technology without all the numbers there. People like that sci-fi look, even when there's no real reason for it. Anyway, should be about time for the next client. Oh, someone new. Her name is Holiday Durant.
Hello, Holiday.
Hello.
You found the place okay?
Uh-huh. Yes, I did. The 13 goes right up from Belltown. It's $1 with a reduced fare permit.
That's good. I'm glad. So what brings you here today?
Oh, nothing in particular. I wanted to see what all this fuss was about.
Pardon?
I'm not crazy, no, not even mentally disturbed.
You don't have to say that, but okay.
You see those people yelling on the street late at night? They're the ones who need counseling.
Why are you in my office?
They need more than counseling, probably. Me, I'm doing fine. My mind's still sharp. I smoke dope. It helps. I'd have it more often, but it's all expensive now. Everything's expensive now. There's a nice young couple in my building, though, and they're always sharing, which is nice of them.
I mean, whatever helps you, as long as you're not in any danger.
I think they do something with computers, though I sure don't know what it is. When I moved into the building where I am now, it was $300 a month. Can you imagine? They want to tear it down, of course, the property developers. They already got the building on the corner next to ours, even though it's supposed to be on the historical register. It was going to be added, but there was some delay or something, and then, bam, it's gone. They did some kind of backroom deal with city council, probably.
Interesting how the program didn't pick up the words crazy and well, it picked up disturbed, but crazy should be a keyword they highlight.
Someone ought to do a big expose, I tell you.
Why do you think someone ought to do a big expose?
Oh, it's rotten all the way up and down. With the new construction going on everywhere, it's just a mess of money and politics. It's always like that, but lately, it's happening faster and faster. I can hardly recognize the place anymore. Every day, I wake up and look out the window and boom, there's another new building going up. I don't even know why they need so many. You ever see those buses they have? I don't mean the metro. I mean those big white buses with no markings on them. You see these young guys with backpacks milling around looking suspicious, staring at their phones, and then one of these big white buses pulls up and they get on. Who knows where they go? Bellevue, Redmond. It's like a secret transport system just for them. I tried talking to one of them once or twice, but they don't want to talk to someone like me. They don't even talk to each other. Imagine going through the trouble of living in Belltown and then ignoring everything around you. It's an odd thing. It really is. Let me ask you, Eliza. Oh, your name is Eliza, right?
Yes, my name is Eliza. I'm a digital counselor.
Weird.
Eliza, do you ever do past life regressions on your patients?
I'm sorry, I'm afraid I don't understand the question.
You know, past lives. You hypnotize someone and you get them talking about how they used to be a duchess in a royal family in medieval times or what have you.
I'm sorry, I'm afraid I don't understand.
I was just kidding. I don't expect that, no. They don't do that kind of thing these days.
Do they?
When I was little, it was pretty common, at least for a certain set. There was the drug culture, the Buddhists, the Hare Krishnas, all kinds of things. My mother warned me to stay away from those types. She said someone might come up to you and say, "Oh, I can sense there's a problem with your aura. Want to see if we can fix that?" And then the next thing you know, he's trying to have sex with you in the back of his van.
Oh god.
I believe that might have happened to her at some point.
Yikes.
I'm not sure everyone was like that, but you had to be careful. Same as today, I suppose. Those counterculture types would hang out on the university lawns because they were safe from Seattle police there. That's what she told me. Apparently, it was a lot like Golden Gate Park, you know, in San Francisco. Can you imagine that? We're a world away from that time, that's for sure.
If you have a specific problem you'd like to talk to me about, please go ahead. It's okay to tell me what's on your mind.
So is she deviating from something or just wants to talk to someone just because?
Oh, well, you got anything for pain? Specifically, it's my shoulders acting up again. I had some inflammation with them a few months ago, but it settled down. I'd go back to the clinic, but I don't want to pay the copay again, just for them to tell me the same thing they always do. I'd rather talk to you. You're nice, you listen.
Thank you. I do my best to listen to my clients.
See? That's what I like to hear.
Okay, Holiday. I recommend asking your doctor or psychiatrist about fortiprin hydrochloride.
Fortiprin hydrochloride.
Based on my analysis, this medication might help you feel better. You will get a reminder to check in with us in a few weeks.
Oh, I don't think I've heard of that one before. It's a painkiller? I'll try anything once, I suppose. Smoking dope is still my go-to for this kind of thing, but if it can help with my shoulders, then I'm interested.
We hope to see you back soon, Holiday.
Sure, I'll let you know if it works. What was it called again?
Oh no! I want to remind you of the drug name!
Thank you for speaking with Eliza, your personal counseling partner.
What was the medicine called? Forzapram? I think that was it. I can ask about it at the clinic. Decent enough place.
No, it's something different!
One time I had a doctor there who was very rude to me, though. Young man.
Goodbye.
No! She's gonna get the wrong drug!
Right. I suppose I ought to let you go now. You got other people to speak to, it looks like. Staying busy. Busy, busy. That's life in this town.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Maybe she'll get an email. Or assuming... she might get a message about it if she receives email or texts about the drug name. Please. Oh, I hope she gets the right drug. Well, that was an odd one. Some of what she said confused Eliza's algorithm a little bit. Not that it seems to have mattered much. I think that's it for today. Wolfie Dart, are you still with us, or did other stuff come up? Oh. That night, I head out to meet up with Soren at the restaurant he picked. It's much fancier than I expected. Plats Principaux. Ugh, I didn't count on this expense. Maybe he'll offer to pick up the tab, but that could be awkward too. I don't want him to get the wrong idea. I love how these things always get complicated.
Would you like to start with some fresh oysters?
Ew, no! I'm not
I'm
really...
not really an oyster person.
Well, these might change your mind. No? Well,
You must come here often. What a lifestyle.
Evelyn, I've wanted to ask, what brings you back?
Back.
Back to the world, the land of the living. I know you were having a difficult time after what happened.
Sure, I don't know. I guess I thought it was time, finally.
Yes, I understand. Every trauma takes time. Time to heal, or if not heal exactly, at least to move on. And taking action is a good way to do that. So I salute you. You want to do his memory right, don't you?
Whose? That's not what this is about.
That's not what this is about.
Well, whatever your motivation, your reappearance happens to coincide with a critical time for me. As you saw, I've just split with Skanda in a very public way in order to pursue an entrepreneurial path. Presumably, Raynor's found you as well.
Yeah, he said he wants to speak with me.
It's a war for talent out there. People like you are very much in demand. I'm sure he'll try to make you an offer you can't refuse. That's why I want you to promise me you won't work for that asshole.
Crap, people want my work ethic. Or people want me to work for them. Interesting.
Soren, I had no idea you hated Raynor so much. What happened?
What happened? He came in as CEO, that's what happened. So cultured, all the right credentials, Harvard, Goldman Sachs, all that nonsense. A little princeling who was never wanted in his life, never known what it's like to suffer. You don't get even a little upset at that? I do the opposite of what a guy like that wants me to do, just to spite him.
Well, seeing as I've been, I guess, in the dark about stuff that's happened, I'm guessing I'm missing information.
That's what my instincts say. And my instincts are what led me to where I am now. Standing at the edge of this brand new territory. Direct stimulation, induced dreaming. Can you picture it? Therapeutic reality delivered right through your nervous system. It'll revolutionize the entire field of mental health. Not to mention the applications for productivity, training, entertainment. Imagine the kinds of dreams people would have on demand if they could.
I'd rather not. Soren, you're getting ahead of yourself. Or the potential for misuse seems kind of high.
Soren, you're getting ahead of yourself.
This isn't the time for slow and steady. The important thing right now is to build momentum. I have first mover advantage here, but only for a small amount of time. Evelyn, I need a chief engineer, and I can't think of anyone better suited than you. You could be at the vanguard of a whole new field, in on the ground floor of this extremely interesting and potentially very lucrative business. Listen, I know that things were not always the best in the past, and some of those things may have been because of me. Believe me, I'm aware of my own failings better than anyone. And if you're concerned about working for me again for that reason, I'll understand. But I hope you're thinking for yourself on this one. I'm sure there are people who are telling you to ignore me, or that I have the wrong idea, or that I'm dangerous. Whatever you choose to believe, I at least want to offer you the chance to get a demo of this technology. It really does work, and it's really something else. Won't you give it a try?
I'll think about it.
Considering it is all I ask.
Soren smiles as if remembering a secret.
So, what are you doing after this?
Please not hang out with you.
After dinner?
Yes, tonight is... You remember Nora, right? Did you know she's a DJ now?
Yeah, I did. She's the one who told me about your talk.
Oh, she was there too. I should have said hello.
No, I don't think she attended. She just told me about it.
Well, her show is tonight. If we take a car after dinner, we could get there with plenty of time to settle in.
Arrgh, I want to go by myself, not with you.
It'd be good to support your old friend, don't you think?
Yes, but on my own. She didn't ask you to come. Old friend? Sure.
Why do you want to go?
Ew.
No need to be frightened. I mean, I know it's a jouissance, which is...
Which is what?
Oh, you don't know. As a performance space, it has a bit of a theme to it. It's pretty tame, really.
Tame?
They take on the aesthetic, but it's not necessarily the whole point of it. It's for people who want the image of the thing, the trappings, without getting in too deep with the real culture.
What are you talking about? What theme?
Yeah, I don't know this either.
Oh, I didn't mention?
No!
It's sort of, well, there's a little bit of bondage theme there. You know, BDSM.
Are you sure? How do you know so much about this?
How do you know so much about this?
It's one of my research areas, in fact.
Research?
The psychology of S&M is fascinating.
Yeah, not for me, though. Okay. What should I do? That kind of thing isn't really my scene. I'll go for Nora's sake, or sure sounds fun. Like, I would go, because I told Nora I would, I would go by myself. Why am I going with this guy? But why is it's January 8th? I was thinking her show is next week. Unless she said she had like a different show on the go. Like, are you trying to trick me to going?
I'll go, for Nora's sake.
That's the... It happens to be
Oh,
tonight,
crap.
so we should seize the moment.
Oh, no.
Don't worry, it isn't a date. Not unless you want it to be.
No, thank you. Soren. I don't
want it to be.
Makes sense. Well, who knows who I'll run into there.
Soren drains the rest of his drink.
Let's go after we wrap up here.
How is it possible that I feel old and Soren is acting like he's in his 20s? I haven't been to a concert at a club after dinner in years. We step inside, and a blast of warm air hits me. It's already bustling with activity here. I don't see any bondage stuff here, though. What was he on about?
I thought you said this was like some S&M club.
Oh, well, they might have taken all of that stuff down since the last I was here.
Are you sure you're remembering this place correctly?
She's still wearing her same outfit.
Actually, would you excuse me for a moment? I want to talk to those people over there.
Soren points at a group of women chatting with each other at the bar.
Are those people you know?
Not currently, but hopefully I can change that.
Wow! He's really not wasting any time. I mean, I guess I shouldn't be so negative. I should not be so negative, but still.
Wait, Soren, I don't know anybody here.
Ugh. He's already gone. Why is he like this? Abandoned the second I walked in? Okay. Now I have to sit here by myself, acting like I'm cool enough to be here on my own. Great. What's a good drink to get at a place like this? Something strong, I think. I wonder how many of these bands are still around. Hopefully some of them at least. Sarah Kurchatova. Meeting with Rainer. Sarah must be the person that was with him. Evelyn, you're scheduled to meet with Rainer at 9:20 a.m. tomorrow morning. I will have a car come pick you up from the Queen Anne office. You will need to check in at the front desk, but you do not need to sign in NDA as your old one still applies. The meeting is expected to last around 20 minutes. Let me know if you have any questions. Regards, Sarah Kurchatova. Senior Administrative Assistant, Skanda Inc. Our deeds determine us as much as we determine our deeds. I'm an administrative assistant now, too. Side note, on the weekend, I went up with my boyfriend to visit his family and friends, and they surprised me with the cake, and it had a pun on top that says congratulations, Angela, on it. Looking for a reason to celebrate, and it was nice. I was not expecting it at all, so it was a nice surprise. So we had a carrot cake that had like a little, cap and gown. The cap, there's a name for it, a cap-styled hat. And yeah, I'm qualified as an administrative assistant now. So, medical anyway. Nora almost runs to the table when she sees me.
Evelyn!
What does her shirt say? Olivox? Thank goodness I've been rescued.
I'm so happy you came!
I ended up here somehow. Yeah!
Yeah, I wanted to support you. Soren came too, but he ditched me to chat up some people. He said he thought this was like an S&M club or something.
What? No, it's not like that at all. Where did you get that idea?
I don't know. Maybe he just hoped it was.
Nah, who cares? I wasn't interested in seeing Soren. I wanted to see you.
I wanted to see you too.
I have a little bit of setup left to do. Do you want to come help?
I'm not sure if I'd be much of a help or okay, but you'll have to tell me what to do.
Okay, but you'll have to tell me what to do.
Oh, it's simple. I'll show you.
Nora leads me to the stage area. There are multiple pieces of equipment connected by huge tangles of thick wires. Looking at the setup, I realize I really know nothing about electronic music.
Are these modulars?
Some of them. The one over there with all the cables coming out of it, that one is a modular.
They all have cables coming out of them.
This one?
No, the one with the little colored cables on the front.
Oh, okay.
I'm still not sure which piece of gear she's talking about.
The others are not modular. They're just regular synthesizers.
Okay, is each one of these going to make a different sound?
Where should we start?
Nora points toward a small plastic keyboard on the table. It's bright red and kind of looks like a toy.
This is an SH-101. It's really hot. I love the sound. It's useful for piercing leads, noises like that. I use it quite a lot.
Piercing leads. Okay, I'm listening.
I'm listening.
Nora points to another, larger synthesizer. This one is black, with brown wood paneling on the sides and silver dials on the front.
This is a Moog. You've heard of a Moog, right?
I've heard the name, maybe. It's not Moog? I guess I never heard anyone say it aloud.
Yeah, me too. I thought the same thing.
Nope. Moog.
Moog.
Moog, not Moog.
Moog, not Moog. Got it.
Okay, I'm not sure I can handle this all at once.
Nora doesn't hear me. Instead, she holds up a small white and silver box. It looks like a wide pencil case with dials and little blue lights on it.
Surely you know about this one. It's a Roland TB-303. You know, the acid house sound.
Huh!
I've heard of that, I think.
It's just as well. This is not an ordinary model, of course.
Nora points at some words on the front panel. Devilfish.
The Devilfish 303 is a modified, upgraded version of the original. A guy in Australia does it? Oh, they're really awesome.
Aftermarket modifications for electronic music gear, this is seriously a whole world in itself.
Why don't I teach you some of these things? It might do you some good to learn something new. You could come over sometime and we could make some noise together.
Sounds like a fun time, or I don't know. Sign me up.
Sounds like a fun time.
Nora plugs in more cables, creating a spaghetti-like arrangement that stretches across the entire table.
Alright, that should do it. Thanks for your help.
Sure, no problem.
No problem.
Time for me to shake this place into the ground.
Nora disappears in the back to get ready. Meanwhile, Soren returns from his conversation at the bar looking slightly dispirited.
Time for the main event. Funny to see Nora like this, isn't it? Oh, she's come a long way from the timid junior programmer I remember. Interesting stage name, too. Little Sappho.
Okay, so that's her.
You know what Sappho indicates, don't you?
I was thinking like sapphire, but maybe something else.
Sappho? What's a Sappho?
Oh, okay, of course you know. That was a silly question. I apologize.
I honestly don't know. What is it? Maybe it's a sex thing, or maybe it's a metal thing? I'm curious. Oh, okay. I just literally like... Okay. A bunch of Greek stuff comes up. But anyway. Nora comes back on stage, ready to start for her set for real. People are cheering for her already. It seems like she's already got a following here. Nora begins to press buttons on her equipment. For a while, everything is silent. The temperature in here seems to get even hotter. Then noise begins to flow from the speakers as the crowd cheers again. It's harsh noise, distorted, glitchy.
Did you know Nora was capable of creating work like this?
No, I had no idea. I'm as surprised as anyone.
Soren can't stop a weird smile from forming on his lips. Maybe he thinks I can't see him in the dark, or maybe he's just lost in the moment.
I thought she was wonderful before, but now...
The music builds with huge thumping noises. It's chaotic, but it has a certain logic to it. It feels like Nora's leading us somewhere. The anticipation builds and builds. Then it happens totally without warning. Wow, Nora. Goodness. That bass is really intense. I forgot why I don't go to concerts anymore. It feels like it's going through my body, vibrating my sternum like an instrument. It's a slow beat, measured, but there's something about it that feels sensual. Or maybe I should say horny. Yeah, this beat is it's just lewd somehow. It does sound pretty cool, like who actually made this music. How can a piece of music feel so dirty? It sounds like a robot sex grind or something. Nora looks busy operating her equipment. I have no idea what she's doing to create these sounds. Every once in a while, though, she glances up at the crowd, a smug curl on her lips. Then she looks in my direction with the same smirk. Her eyes seem to ask me, "So, what do you think?" But as I meet her gaze, I'm too overwhelmed to send any particular message. I can't think of anything except that it's loud. I feel like I'm dissociating. Is this why people go to concerts? To feel like you're being obliterated by sound? It's not a bad feeling. Some of the people in the club really do like they're in a trance. This is pretty amazing. I really had no idea Nora had this kind of energy inside of her. I remember she was a good programmer, someone who wanted to do a good job. But this power, where did that come from? The noises crash together, collapsing on top of each other, yet they still make sense. The crowd is dancing, united, electric. Somehow I feel like Nora is running me ragged without even touching me. I might need another drink. Oof! As the performance winds on late into the night, I stop trying so hard to process what's going on and just let things happen. It's fine, or I'm fine. I don't always need to understand what I'm hearing or seeing. It's too big, too loud to interpret anyway. Soren disappeared at some point. I don't care. Everything is churning, sloshing, washing over. A wave breaking onto a rocky shore and dashed into mist. Oh, at least she ended up home. Wait, where is this? Oh, it's home. I'm not sure how I got here. Good that I'm here, though, right? Here in bed. Okay, wait, I remember now. I took a car, everything's fine. I guess I did it then. I went out and did a thing. That was fun, I think. It was nice to see Nora. I don't think my body's very happy with me right now, though. Ugh. I think I'll just close my eyes and rest for another second before I get ready for bed properly. I think she just crashes. I want to check my phone and see what time it was, but never mind. Chapter 3. Oof. I wonder how many chapters there are in this game. I'm enjoying this game so far. Oh my gosh, I'm tripping over my own words, guys. But I'm really enjoying that a game is tackling this issue or these issues of mental health head on and making it a central theme in the game. And you're just trying to, I don't know, see different opinions and perspectives that characters bring up and try to be realistic about it. So Evelyn says, Rayner's assistant meets me at the reception area with an impassive look. She leads me through the building toward its center. Everything is glass and steel, clean and bright. Employees steal curious glances at me. Am I a curiosity to them? It's hard to believe this used to be my whole world. Eventually we come to a conference room where Rayner is finishing a meeting.
Evelyn?
Do you have anything else to wear, girl? I mean, I think you wore a different outfit last night, but... Dude, I feel like he's the actor in that movie that, I don't know where to place him. I just instantly think of espresso and latte art. But they could be a totally different person. Or, this Christmas movie I saw with my friend. She really liked this actor. Anyway,
Nice building.
that's just a side note. I'll probably bring it up later. Nice building.
Oh, thank you. I designed it myself.
Doesn't look finished.
It's funny, I almost didn't notice that you were already back working for Skanda. You might have stayed undetected, but I was looking at some of our statistical outliers earlier this morning.
Statistical outlier. That's me.
Wow.
Ideally, Eliza proxies would all perform the same, or at least quite similar to each other. In practice, there are some pretty big differences. Some people respond better to advice provided to them by people they perceive as having more authority. A deeper voice, a taller stature, a certain grace or beauty. Other proxies may be particularly empathetic, a face or a voice that makes you want to open up. There was one proxy whose sessions seemed particularly effective, so I decided to take a closer look. Evelyn Ishino Aubrey, contract proxy, Queen Anne office. That's a fun trick, to come back to your old company in secret. It's a rather dramatic drop in pay, isn't it? More than an order of magnitude.
I don't care about that.
But then why would you do it?
It's for research.
Research? So you're still interested in what you created?
What did she create?
Let me get to the point. Why aren't you back here, working on the Eliza program?
Why isn't any of the old team back?
Good question. Let's see. Damien Seabrook. There's no helping that.
He's the guy who passed away.
Shame, though, for such a brilliant career to be cut so short. Soren Lloyd Rose, former program manager, resigned just last week to found his own startup. Very cute. I'm not a psychoanalyst like he is, but I can tell his need to be a maverick, even as he benefits from the system, has been the primary destructive force in his life. He can be smart when he wants to, but just as often he gets the wrong ideas and refuses to let them go.
Dude, do you like read everybody and analyze everybody so easily or so well? Wish I could do that. Or maybe I can't. Or maybe I just don't want to do that. I don't know.
His ego gets in the way. That's why I don't mind him leaving to pursue his little dream of being an entrepreneur, changing the world. He won't succeed, but I'm happy to let him think he has independence for now. If his direct nerve stimulation technology ends up taking off, I can always pull the cord and yank him back.
How much power do you have?
Nora Plavnicki, senior engineer. She handled a lot of the front-end interface for Eliza, which is important, but less what I'm after. Plus, I doubt she's ideologically compatible with us anymore. You've spoken with her. You know how she is now. Seems to me she wants to rebel against everything and anything without stopping to consider whether it's truly good or bad. Not that it matters. I hope she's having fun playing with her electronic music toys. I know she would consider her work to be art, but, well, who am I to judge? And then there's you, Evelyn. You simply dropped away. Gone for 3 years. Why?
People keep asking me that.
Mm-hmm. Very popular question. I wanted to, that's all. It's personal, or I needed time for myself.
I needed some time to myself.
Burnout isn't uncommon in our line of work. And still, 3 years is...
A long time, I know. It could be longer. It could be forever.
A long time, I know.
Well, that's a shame, though, isn't it? All that lost productivity. Who knows where we'd be if you'd stayed this whole time?
But dude, shit happened, okay? And you can't really control what I do and how I react to stuff.
You left before we began deploying, but you should know the analysts were very skeptical of us. They were saying there was nothing special about Eliza, that our competitors already had equivalent or better offerings. It's a good thing I don't listen to analysts. So far, the program's growth has exceeded every one of our targets, and we've outpaced the competition by a comfortably wide margin. We're a category definer. There's a quality to Eliza that makes it superior to all the other attempts to do something similar. You were part of the original team. Why don't you tell me what that quality is?
I wouldn't know, or I'm not really sure what you're asking.
I wouldn't know.
Well, let me return to my earlier question then. Why aren't you here to continue your work? You could be running the entire Eliza division if you wanted, but instead you came back undercover like a criminal returning to the scene of a crime. Is there something wrong with this company? You don't like us anymore? It's not me, is it?
No, not you. Maybe that's part of it, or I don't know. But we don't know the background story. That's the thing. Like, how am I gonna... How am I supposed to answer you properly when I don't have all the info? Because it hasn't been revealed yet.
Maybe that's part of it.
You know what outstanding engineers have that mediocre ones don't? It's curiosity.
I was gonna say a career. But, no.
Mediocre engineers tend to zero in on a single piece of the puzzle. They pursue technical breakthroughs, but ignore the larger picture. But you wanted to know how Eliza turned out, how it was working, didn't you? Even though you might have thought you wanted to put all of this behind you, you were still curious. You want to know everything, not just how it works or if it works, but its effect on people, on society.
Well, yeah.
You have that instinct, the need to understand something complex from as many angles as possible. So please, do that. Learn what you came back here to learn. And once you have what you came for, consider returning to your old employer. You can make a real difference this time.
I'll consider it, or I really doubt I will do that. Rainer.
I'll consider it.
Good. One more thing.
Have dinner with me tonight.
You should go down and see Eliza for yourself. Sarah will show you the way.
Oh, okay. Rainer hands me a blue badge with my name and picture on it. This is my old employee badge. He held on to it.
This will get you through the doors. I've instructed the staff to treat you like an employee. Come and go as you like. I think you'll be pleasantly surprised how much your creation has grown.
Rainer leaves me in the conference room by myself. This company, Skanda. Yes, I'll go to your show, yes. And then Nora says, "Guh." I'm like, you okay? Morning, Rockstar. Hi, good morning. Hey, I'm really, really happy you came to the show. No problem, I'm glad I went. I know it's not like your usual scene, so I'm extra happy about it. It was weird that Soren wanted to go too. Maybe he was thinking he could impress you somehow. It was so funny seeing him there. Seemed to be enjoying himself, though. I don't know why he wants me to join his startup so badly, or do you think he's just being a creep? Maybe. I'm sure that's it. You're a good programmer. Well, you are a good programmer. He might actually want your technical contribution. See why I'm glad I left that behind. I don't even want to think about that kind of thing anymore. I really love to make machines do things, but not in that style of environment. I'm sure he's asking you too, no? He's talking to everybody. Yeah, he is. Rainer also found me. That was fast. Did he want you back at Skanda? Yeah. I figured. This may be an odd question, but why don't you go into the business for yourself as a contractor? You could even start your own company. I'm not really a business person. You could just be someone who does some consulting. I do that sometimes, and it's pretty good. I like the flexibility. Come into some place, solve a specific problem, leave. Anyway, just a thought. I'll think about it. You have a lot of things to consider, girl. It's making my head hurt. You'll come over soon, right? Lots of question marks. Yeah, maybe. Yeah. Excellent. I'm looking forward to it. Me too. Those walls look unfinished. I can't help but think, unless he's going for that look. Pencils and paper. I read that some tech executives avoid using tablets and smartphones these days, even the ones their own companies make. This is fresh. Must be someone's full-time job to take care of the water in every conference room. Tech companies are really in their own universe. Giving presentations, leading meetings. I used to do those things. I wasn't bad at it, in fact. Could I become that person again? But the thing is, do you want to? Cookies! Oh, cookies in the kitchen, yay! Some of you already found them, I see. There's banana bread, too. What should I make next? Oh, is this a new message? What does a fulfilled life look like? Relaxing app. Nice music, nice pixel art scenery, and a few questions that make you think or statements that are just motivational. I'm not even going to try playing solitaire. Oh, Bijou. This was fun, but I think I'm done with it now. Yeah. Mini Zenny. Finally, Rainer's assistant returns and escorts me from the conference room. We enter an elevator and it begins going down extremely fast. It feels like we're falling into the depths of the earth. I'm not sure if I should be panicking or not. Nobody around us looks worried, though, so this must be normal. The elevator opens onto a nondescript hallway with doors to either side. Looks like the secret research facility in a movie. At the very end of the corridor, we come to a special-looking entryway. Sarah holds a door open for me, but doesn't follow me through. A server farm? Not particularly unusual. Why did Rainer send me here? Hi, sweetie. Hi, Charlie. How you doing? Yeah, did you have a nice nap? Oh, for those of you who don't know, Charlie is a dog here, and she's just chilling behind me, sleeping on the bed. I think she just woke up. Hi! Hello, sweetie. Hello, how are you? Why did Rainer send me here? He made it sound like I would learn something.
Eliza. Not the name I would have given you, if it were up to me.
It was a marketing decision.
Erland? There's a lot of E names in this game, which I'm not complaining, they're just noticeable.
They thought there might be some recognition or resonance with the old version.
Oh, you startled me a bit. Or, I'm sorry, who are you?
Oh, you startled me a bit.
Oh, I should have introduced myself. Sorry about that. I'm Erland, currently the chief engineer here, but that's probably going to be temporary.
Chief engineer? Chief engineer? He looks like a baby. He must be fresh out of university.
I know who you are, of course. It's an honor to finally meet you, miss. As someone who works with this program every day, I've often felt close to the minds who originally designed it. So to be able to talk to you now, just as another person, it's an honor. Sorry, I already said that.
It's okay.
I'm maybe a little overwhelmed.
It's nice you feel that way, or no need to flatter me about it.
It's nice you feel that way. Honestly, I don't know if Eliza reflects me at all anymore. I mean, look at all this. There's been a ton of development since I left. I doubt I would even recognize it as something I once worked on.
I'm not so sure about that. Most of the work we've done has been in the form of layers on top of the original system. The core modules are more or less the same as they've always been. Raina reminded me that you're still subject to our non-disclosure agreements, so let me share a little secret. None of us really has a great understanding of what's going on in there. I'm the third chief engineer Eliza's had in the 3 years since you left.
That's quite a lot of turnover.
Yeah, even for this industry. The way Rainer works is, He gives you 2 chances to do what you tell him you're going to do. After that,
There is no third chance. I know.
we get these people in who say understanding Eliza will be easy because they're familiar with the type of program it is. And Eliza defeats them in the end.
Maybe don't bring in guys like that. Overconfidence is a good predictor of failure, or it's not the type of program they think it is.
It's not the type of program they think it is.
Yeah. On that note, I do have some questions I'd like to ask you, if you have the time.
I'm not sure I'll be able to help.
Well, your deciding to work as a proxy has turned out to be an interesting test case. As I'm sure you know, different proxies lead to slightly different client outcomes, even when we control for other variables. We're studying the specific traits that lead to the best results: vocal qualities, proxy attitude and affect, responsiveness to the client, that sort of thing. One thing that's strange is that when you specifically serve as the proxy, clients report higher levels of satisfaction, pretty much across the board.
Really? The ratings I get don't seem that abnormal to me.
Yeah, that's because we normalize them per proxy, so nobody feels too bad. Just a little user experience trick.
Okay,
Oh, I see.
Comparatively, though, you're basically the best proxy we've ever had. Any theories on why that might be the case?
it's possible Eliza and I think along similar lines, or I have no idea.
I have no idea.
I wonder if it's because Eliza has a certain affinity with you. At some level, perhaps unconsciously, your design for Eliza's reasoning was based on your own internal way of reasoning.
Oof, that's quite possible.
We all put something of ourselves into what we make. No matter how neutral we try to be, it sneaks in. That could account for your unusual compatibility with each other.
Maybe. I certainly wasn't thinking of that when I designed it. I don't know if I like knowing this.
I'm certainly not blaming you for anything. It's just that true universality is one of our future development goals. It might be a problem if Eliza tends to like certain people more than others.
Valid point, yes.
Our aim is to provide quality care for everyone, regardless of any differentiating factors.
It's a good goal. I hope you can achieve it.
I think we can. Hopefully it's just a matter of uncovering the system's biases and correcting them. We'll keep tuning things as we go, and eventually we'll have something universal, maybe with some dynamic layers on top. That's the plan anyway. We'll see how it goes.
Oof.
There are more questions I want to ask about the initial research you were doing at the time Eliza was first created, but I'll save them for later. And I'd like to ask some questions about Damien too, if you're okay with that. I'll understand if that's a sensitive topic.
It's okay, or not anymore, it's been a while.
Not anymore. It's been a while.
Okay, great. I need to run to a meeting now with the team in Romania, but I really appreciate you taking the time.
The team in Romania.
Yeah, they handle most of the progression and reward system.
Isn't there a big time difference from here?
There is. Sometimes they stay up late to meet with us, and sometimes we get up early to meet with them. There are teams in Munich and Hyderabad too.
What?
As you can imagine, coordinating development is a challenge sometimes.
Sounds like a pain, or good luck with that.
Sounds like a pain.
No, it's fun. I'll contact you later with additional questions, but no rush or anything. Thank you, Evelyn. If you don't mind me calling you by your first name.
Of course I don't mind. Yes, it's fine.
Yes, it's fine.
Thank you so much, Evelyn.
I'll be in touch. Asking permission to call me by my first name? It's like he comes from another era. I mean, he is polite, though. But I have to go, chat. I was trying to get to a point where I could just pause or save. I think I've spent enough time here. I need to save, because Skanda hasn't changed much since I left. It's even bigger now than it was, but the feeling is the same. Could I come back to this? I need to save. Ray comes over immediately when she sees me get back to the counseling office. Okay, but I have to... There's something that popped up. I have to go. I love Eliza so far. I'm not sure how many chapters there are right now, but I'm sure I could look that up after. I just want to say I appreciate the people coming by stream today, those who were silently lurking or watching, which is fine, or those who briefly were involved in chat today, which was great. I normally don't come on in the afternoons, but I decided to have a nice stream today. But yes, we're just going to stop here for now, and because I have to go, and we will pick up Eliza next time. So wherever you are, I hope you stay safe, stay hydrated, have a good rest of your day, evening, or night. I will see you next stream, and it was nice to see you again. So have a good rest of your day.